back in my kitchen again, as you can see, and got my hanging phone thingy up there. I'm hanging my phone. Okay, so hubby decided he wanted something a bit different from what I already had prepped in the fridge, but that's okay because that'll go for another day. So we're gonna have, I forgot the name of it. Oh, eggplant. One of my favorite vegetables. It's very versatile. You can do a few things with it. We're having like an eggplant lasagna. Now this is turkey leftover number 2. Though I guess it should be turkey leftover number 3 because number 1 would actually be the bone broth that I did. But I didn't do a video of that. So unfortunately, I'm sorry. So anyway, as you know, eggplant, well, some people don't know, but eggplant can contain a lot of moisture, and for this you don't want too much moisture. So I prepped it earlier and I set it out. There are people that like to add salt to it to dry the moisture out, but I don't. I'm on one of those, you know, as little salt as possible diet is best for me. We all need a certain amount of salt. So I didn't add salt to this. I just prepped it earlier this afternoon, put it out on paper towel, let the paper towel soak up the moisture and the air dry some of the moisture out of the eggplant. Oops, come back. Turn it over. And it's simple. It's eggplant. Now you can do it without meat if you don't want meat. You can do it with any type of meat that you want. You can use ground beef if you want. I don't know about fish. I haven't tried it with fish. But anyway, I put some leftover turkey in my little food blender. It's just a tiny wee thing. You know, one of these, this size, food chopper thingy. If you want to, if you do it by hand, you can by all means do it by hand and just shred it. Because it doesn't have to be ground turkey, just as long as it's just shredded. I mean, you can add thin turkey slices if you want to. Depends on how you want to do it. Now, sometimes I do this when we've had, when we used to have, spaghetti with meat sauce a lot. And we used to have leftover meat sauce and sometimes leftover spaghetti with it, and I would just layer that like this. I'll show you how I'm going to do it with mozzarella cheese. But the way we're going to do it today, we're going to be using skinned tomatoes, and they're plum skin tomatoes with no seeds or anything. As scooped out as many of the seeds as possible and as little liquid as possible. The shredded turkey, and I'm going to be adding, what I did was I put these spices, these herbs into, I have to look at the thing to know what it is. What is wrong with me? Into a coffee grinder, and it is basil, marjoram, thyme, rosemary, savory, and oregano. And the reason why I powdered them like this is because this does not take long to cook, and using dehydrated herbs, you don't want to be chewing down on a chunk of rosemary because, you know, some of the herbs can take a while to soften back up again. when you rehydrate them or when you use them in cooking, and rosemary is one of them. So powdering it down makes it disperse better in with the sort of the tomatoes and what have you. Music playing is by my friend Real Diaz, and I shall put links down below. He's on Soundcloud, he's on G+, and he did start using YouTube, but I'm not sure if he's done anything with that yet. So maybe if you like it, you can subscribe to him and encourage him to upload more to YouTube. And maybe one day he'll do some live stuff too, who knows, huh? So, and I do have permission from him to use his music. So I thought while I was cooking, I would have it on, SoundCloud on right now. Well, maybe I shouldn't say that. Okay, take 2. So the music I'm using is my friend Real Diaz. I shall put his links down below to his social media. He did start using YouTube, but I'm not sure if he's done anything with it. I'll have to check, but I will put a link up here, up here, up here, in one of these corners. I'll have to figure out which corner it goes. So I'll put a link to his YouTube, and if he doesn't have anything on it, if you like the music, try and encourage him, tell him I sent you, and that he's got to start uploading stuff for us to listen to. Sorry, I can't headbang anymore, not with my neck. Okay, so, hubby's gone out. Okay, I lightly greased this, and I used, yes again, I used chicken fat to grease it with. I'm going to put a very thin layer at the bottom of the tomatoes. Can you see what I'm doing? Maybe I should move over here a bit. That work? Okay, just a thin layer, just to help give some moisture to on the bottom. It's up to you how you want to layer this, but it's basically similar to layering a lasagna. So I'm going to put a bit of the herbs on the tomatoes. Turkey on top of that. And then I'll cut that bit out. It's a good thing I'm not doing it live, isn't it? Oops, I forgot my herbs. There's no rhyme or reason, there's no weights and measures to this. I guess I should have weighed and measured everything before I did this, so. Some really big changes with my diet. Bigger changes than I've made already. So there we go. Okay, time for the taste test. Honey, dinner's ready.
Bring it on.
This is a little different from the one that I normally do.
Okay.
Because I used turkey this time. Careful because it's hot. It's mozzarella.
It's hot, you say?
Turkey.
Delicious.
No, I'm not sure. I'm not sure if he's just saying that. I'm trying to gauge by the look on his face. I'm not sure if he's just saying that or if it really is.
Try another piece.
He's going to try another piece, so it can't be that good.
The eggplant was a little bit hard, but tastes good.
Yeah, better. He got a piece with it. He got where there was a thick piece of eggplant. One thing I must say is, if you're going to cook it like this, do thin slices of eggplant. Unfortunately, I can't always cut straight, so he got a slightly thicker piece of in his first bite, a slightly thicker piece of eggplant. So definitely cut the eggplant in thin slices. So.
The cheese part is pretty good.
Maybe I need to cook it a little bit longer. Do you think?
Yep.
Okay, it's going back in the oven. After a little bit of discussion and a couple of more mouthfuls, hubby came back for more.